Everybody, January 24th, it's hump day, which is awesome. It means we're halfway through the week. Anyway, just back with another daily update. Got a question yesterday, kind of interesting actually. Reader wanted to know how some of the ways are that I write Lawson, especially given the fact that, you know, he's pretty much a badass and stuff like that. Is it based on personal experience? You know, what do I do to kind of get into the zone? And that kind of led into a conversation about fitness and what I do, you know, for myself, and does that carry over to me writing Lawson? And the answer is yeah, you know, it actually does. Lawson's background is, you know, similar to mine in a lot of ways, and so a lot of times the stuff that I do is stuff that Lawson does. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting, because eventually this person asked, you know, what was I planning to do for a workout, you know, how often do I work out, some specific exercises that maybe they could incorporate. So at this point, I usually wake up at about 5 o'clock in the morning, as I mentioned last week in one of the episodes. I do sort of a workout of the day with my wife down in the garage. We have a nice garage gym. And then usually around noontime, I'll go back down and I'll do some more sort of strength specific stuff. So today when I was down there, I just shot a couple of quick videos on some of the stuff that I was doing today. It's not like this every day, different days, different targets, different goals, that kind of thing. So I'm going to cut away to some of that stuff right now, and then we'll come back and we'll just we'll kind of finish up. It's kind of a quick update today. So here you go. Another set, dumbbell flies, 45 pounds. Music kicked off because I'm shooting video, which is annoying, but that's what you gotta do. It's funny how these 45s look a lot smaller on video. And then when you actually have them, they seem really big. So anyway, here we go. Woo! Alright, so I'm about to do some parallel bar push-ups. These are parallel bars from Rogue Fitness. They're awesome. I've already kind of pre-exhausted my chest with a lot of dumbbell flies today, so I'm only going to be good for about 5 push-ups per set on these, but I figured I'd just give you a quick look at one of the exercises that I really like for sort of targeting this middle area, the cleavage, if you will, of your chest. So it's a little chilly in here, so I'm wearing gloves, but here we go. So I'll rest probably about a minute and a half, and then do 4 more sets of those. So it's gonna feel good. Tomorrow I probably won't be able to move my arms. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so finishing this up, I just finished my 5 sets of 5 parallel bar decline push-ups. Those were amazing. I usually like to close out with some ab stuff, and you know, future episodes of this, I'll take you over to the GHD and show you how amazing that is. One of the exercises I really like for abs is called Russian twists. You know, and I've seen these most recently the other day, as a matter of fact. I saw somebody, you know, kind of doing them like this with their feet, you know, on the floor, and yeah, that's going to give you a little something, but I like to crank up the intensity level just a little bit, pick my feet off the floor while I do it. So here, this is sort of the basic motion, keeping everything nice and tight. And then when I'm feeling particularly outrageous, which is pretty much every day, grab a 45-pound plate here. This is a bumper plate from Rogue, 45 pounds, and I'll do a set of Russian twists with this. So I do that right now. So here we go. So just do a set of 10 of those. Whew. Oh yeah, and you feel it, especially on the obliques. It's something quite extraordinary. Picking the feet up off the floor, you know, really forces you. You got to use your balance, kind of move with it, still keeping everything nice and tight. If you want to try that, just do it just by itself first. Don't even think about putting any weight in until you've done this enough times that you kind of build that up, and then start with really, you know, lightweight, like even a 5-pound plate, 10-pound, work your way up from there. I've been doing them for a while, so I like the 45 pounds. Sometimes you can do it with a ruck or a sandbag as well. So that's just one of the exercises I like for abs, okay? Real quick, the Arcanum is humming along. It's going to be done by next week, which I'm really excited about. Definitely fully getting into the climax of the novel, which is really cool. My plan right now for music while I write, still playing Paul Van Dyke. He's got a great playlist on Spotify called Vonic, Voice of New York City, and it's just electronic dance music, which is great. Doesn't really usually have any lyrics, which is awesome. It's just sort of this great tempo for me to write to, so that's what I'm listening to right now. Definitely check it out if you can. And usually when I'm working out, I'm listening to a lot of Def Leppard, which is also finally on Spotify now, which is really awesome if you're a child of the 80s like I was. I grew up with Def Leppard, so I love those guys. I love their early stuff. So it's great to be able to finally listen to that on Spotify. And that's it for today. The fixer's still at the low price of 99 cents. The Kensei is for sale. The finally got that back, as I mentioned yesterday. So that's $4.99 on Amazon, so make sure you pick that up. And oh, one more thing. Last week on Instagram, and you should be following me on Instagram if you're not, it's John F. Merz Official. I posted a picture, and my friend Scotty from Minnesota, Minneapolis, somewhere out there where it's cold all the time, mentioned something about my ears, and I told Scotty that I could actually wiggle my ears, and he wanted video proof of that. So I don't know if this is going to come out well or not, but here we go. So watch the ears. Okay, now I'm going to wiggle this one just independent of this one. And now I'm going to do this one. Now I'm going to alternate. Talent. You never know where you're going to find it, right? And that's why you're watching this video. Amazing, right? That was for you, Scotty. Thanks for the question, Bob. I appreciate the fitness questions, man. I'm not a fitness trainer, but this is just some stuff that I've done. It's helped me out, so hopefully it helps you out too. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.